Robin Nelson here at Future Great Wrestling. Geeks Unite. It's great to be a geek. And I'm here with the Librarian, Leva Bates. How's
Hi.
it going?
I think I shrunk an inch. I was 5'2", and I feel like I'm only about 5'1" right now.
Now, let's talk about your match with
That's because of the match.
Shauna Reed.
Yeah.
Man, when you were giving her those chops in the ring, I felt it way across the ring, man.
You want a chop?
No, I don't want to.
I mean, I did learn chops from Bubba, so.
Yeah, it was one hell of a match. So was this your first time ever getting in the ring with Shauna Reed?
Yeah, actually, yeah. First time touching in the ring at all, so crazy, right?
Yeah. So how did it feel to get in with the daughter of 1,000 Maniacs?
She was talking a lot to herself or to someone, and people were like in the audience like, "Oh, that's just one of her personalities." I'm like, "Oh, okay, you're doing that." So I had to shush a lot, because not just shush one person, you had to shush a lot of people.
You shished the whole ring. You're like,
Yeah, I shushed the ref too. He kept counting. Like, why is he counting so fast?
and then he
Then
started.
when it mattered and he needed to count fast, he wasn't counting fast. And then I asked him if he could count in other languages, and he looked at me all confused. I mean, come on. Knowledge of power. You gotta learn things. Learn a new language. Learn something.
Yeah, you're counting in Spanish.
Spanish, Korean, probably Japanese if I really put my mind to it. I'm not sure. Can I make it to 5? I can definitely go to 3.
You can go 3.
Get your knees down.
Interesting.
Yeah,
You're also a big gamer too.
I am.
So how'd you get into the world of gaming?
Grew up with it pretty much. My family had an Atari. I was a
2600
baby
or
in the family,
5200?
so all the older cousins and my older sister, they all had the Atari. So I watched them play, and then of course it got handed down to me eventually when I got old enough, and then got a Nintendo, and finally I was old enough to get one, and yeah, Game Boy, just grew up with them. PlayStation. I'm a big PlayStation girl. No offense to anyone else. I do love Nintendo and everything, but
Let's talk about our good friend Ricky Henry. He made his debut in the ring against Cody Hawk. His first match and his last match. So what did you think about your good friend Elliot Warshaw in the ring with the icon Cody Hawk?
it's amazing. When you put your mind to it, you can do anything, and he proved that. He worked his butt off. He worked really hard, and he achieved his goal. And that's an inspiration, not just to like the audience, but it should be everyone in the back too. Like, there's nothing that can stop you if you have enough drive, enough passion, and enough hustle.
So what's this book right here?
It's called Kill a Man. It is a graphic novel, and yes, graphic novels are considered books. And it's from it's actually written by a friend of mine, Steve Orlando. He is a comic book writer, and he's amazing. So, I brought it with me to read on the planes, but I keep flying at like 6 a.m. and I keep falling asleep on the plane. So eventually I will read this. All of my flights have been early.
All right, one more thing. Ready? 1, 2, 3. DC Marvel.
Ooh, what we're talking about, movies or comics? Or
Comics.
TV?
I'm a big comic geek.
Comics? DC. Movies? Marvel.
Okay, that's good. Thank you so much.
Alright, that it? I thought you were going to shoot some more at me.
Oh, I can shoot some more at you if you want. I could go all night.
Alright. I thought you'd be like, DC Marvel.
Okay. Let's talk about. I know you love cosplay, and you have some most awesome cosplay
Oh, thank you.
costumes. Is there one cosplay that you would love to do that you haven't did?
Oh, wow. Yes. I want to have a Gundam. I want to come out in a Gundam. To be a Gundam pilot. But that requires a lot of, like, knowledge I don't have of creating a big giant robot. But I feel like that would be like a Wrestle Kingdom entrance where like a Gundam would like pop out and then someone pops out of the Gundam. That's what I want. I want a mech suit.
That That would be wild. I can see you on the big stage, you know. Getting
Yeah, I want to do that, but that's not really necessarily a cosplay because that was more of a mechanical robot creation thing, and that's way out of my expertise. But I'd love to do that. That's just one thing I've always wanted to do, never got to do. Man, what have I not done yet? Sorry, I didn't mean to drop that. I feel like I've literally like cosplayed as so many different things and people that I don't know. Let me think about that one. I have to get back to you on that one. Oh man. Okay, who have I not done?
Oh no, we're not done yet.
No, but who have I not? Like.
So during the whole during the COVID and everything's getting slowly back to normal. So have you been to any conventions?
Yes, I was actually at Raleigh GalaxyCon, and then I was also at Kansas City. It's called Planet Comic Con, and I did some signings, like wrestling, like convention signings. I think there's another one. I'm forgetting you.
You ever been to San Diego Comic Con?
I have not yet to do that.
The granddaddy of all conventions.
I bet it is. I've never done that. I've never done Dragon Con because Dragon Con always falls during the weekend of All Out or some show I'm booked on.
That's horrible because Dragon Con's the best place to go where all the cosplayers from around the world go.
I'm not in that league. That's.
So you're like high up there and they're just like down here.
I'm just a wrestling version of cosplay. Some of them they do stuff. I'm like, how do you make that? How do you walk in that? So.
Man, when I was a kid, I wish I had a librarian just like you.
Thank you.
You're right. Thank you so much. All right, and there you have it.